Andariki namaskaramulu. Today is another good day for all of us. Today is the 6th day of our lectures on Sanatana Dharma. So far, we have completed introduction of Sanatana Dharma by Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, and then introduction to Vedas by Ravi Prakash Arya Garu. And then we have two sessions on Vedas by Krishna Murari Tripathi from BHU. Then again we have now Upanishads. Yesterday we had one session from Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu. And today is the second session. Tomorrow also we will have Upanishads only. This program on Sanatana Dharma, certificate course on Sanatana Dharma, is being organized by Veda Samskruti Samiti in association with VYV Vidyapeeth. And we already had two courses completed successfully, and this is the third course. Now, we will have Vande Mataram, recite Vande Mataram, and then chant Prarthana. After that, we will request Dr. Prabhu Garu to start his lecture. Now, let us request Challa Chittibabu Garu to recite Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malayajasi Talam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Suprajyotsna pulakitayaminim pullakusumita drumadala shobhinim suhasinim sumadhura bhashinim sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Let us request Satya Badriraju garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Sure. Let's do meditation for 1 minute. Let's close our eyes, sit straight. Let's watch our breath. Let's not have any other thoughts. Focus on the class for the next hour and a half. Om. 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 Gananam tva ganapatikam havamahe.
Kavim Kavi
वीणामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ गुरुरेव गतिः गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शशिरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ।
ధన్యవాదములండి సత్య గారు. Let us request now our speaker, Dr. CSR Prabhu garu, to start his lecture, please.
Om. यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद शिक्षावल्ली। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरि ओम शन्नो मित्रश्यं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति Shanti. Siksham Vyakhyasya Varnaswara Matra Balam Samasantana Ityukta Sikshadhyaya Sahanau Yashaha Sahanau Brahmacharyam Adhatas Aya Upanishadam Vyakhyasya Panchashvadhikaraneshu Adhilokam Adhijyotisham Adhividyam Adhiprajam Adhyatmam Amaham Samhita Chakshate Adhadhilokam Prithvi Purvarupam Jauruttara Rupam Akashasandhi Vayusandhanam Ityadhilokam Atyadhijotisham Agni Purvarupam Aditya Uttara Rupam Abasandhi Vaichutasandhanam Ityadhijotisham Athadhividyam Acharya Purvarupam Devasyuttara Rupam Vidya Sandhi Pravachanagam Sandhanam Ityadhividyam Adhadhiprajam Amata Purvarupam Itottara Rupam Praja Sandhi Prajanagam Sandhanam Ityadhiprajam Adhadhyatmam Adharahanu Purvarupam Uttarahanuruttara Rupam Vak Sandhi Jihva Sandhanam Ityadhyatmam Iti Maham Samhitaya Evidmeta Mahasamhita Vyakhyata Veda Sandhiyate Prajayayo Ya Evam Veda Prajaya Pashubhihi Brahmavarchasena Nyadhyena Suvartena Lokena. So this first part of the Taittiriya Upanishad is explaining what is Adhyatmam, what is Adhijyotisham, what is Adhilokam. So the space and the atmosphere, Prithvi Purvarupam, the earth is the previous part, Uttara Rupam, and Akasha Sandhi, the space is the later part, and the Akasha is the conjunction, Sandhi. And what is the joining force? Vayu Sandhanam, Ityadhi Lokam. These are the Loka level, Adhilokam. And Atma Agni Purvarupam, Aditya Uttara Rupam, Apas Sandhi iti Vayuta Sandhan. The process of creation of rain, the electric discharge, Vidyut or lightning is the link between the Agni and Aditya. Agni is Purvarupam and Aditya is Uttara. That is Adhi Jyotisham. Jyoti is energy. Agni, I told you, the scientific perspective of the Vedas is being explained here. And Vidya for the education process, Acharya Purvarupam, the teacher. Like I am now a teacher, so I am the previous form. And Antevas Uttara Rup, student. Antevas is a student who lives in the Gurukulam. He is the later part. I am the previous and he is later. And Vidya Sandhi, the conjunction is Vidya, education process. And Pravachanagam Sandhanam, the teaching actual lecture or class is the linkage. Ityadhi Vidyam, this is Adhi Vidya. Now for Adhi Praja, they have the Mata Uttara Rupam, that is, the mother is the previous and the father is the later. And outcome is Praja, child. And Prajananagam, creating childbirth is the sandhanam. And similarly for speaking, we have the lower jaw, upper jaw, and the tongue as the linkage. Now we go to the next section of Taittiriya Upanishad. Yas chandasam vrishabho vishwarupaha chandobhyo adhyamrutat sambhabhuva tamendro medhaya shrunotu amrutasya devadharano bhuyasam shariram me vicharshanam jihva me madhuttama karnabhyam bhuri visravam brahmana koshopi medhaya vihitah Srutam me gopaya avahanti vitanvana purvana chiramatda vasahim mama gavascha annapane cha sarvada tato me shriyamavaha lomasham pashubhis sahaswaha amayantu brahmacharinas swaha Pramavivayantu brahmacharinas swaha Pramayantu brahmacharinas swaha Damayantu brahmacharinas swaha Shamayantu brahmacharinas swaha Yashojane asani swaha Shreyosya asya sopani swaha Shreyosya sosa apani swaha dantva bhaga pravishani swaha sama bhaga pravisha swaha tasmin sa prakash prashakhe vibhagam tvai mrute swaha yadha na pravatayati yadha masa hajjavam evam mam brahmacharinam Dhakarayantu sarvata swaha Prativeshosi pramapahi pramapadyasya vitanvana shamayan brahmacharina swaha Dhakarayantu sarvata swaha Ekam cha. Now this is the statement about kind of wishful assertions, sankalpam antaru. So, may I be strong. That is, shariram me vicharshanam. My body may be strong, healthy, fit, and strong. Jihva me madhuttama. Let my tongue speech be very sweet speech. Karnabhyam bhuri visravam. May my ears, through my ears, I may hear a lot correctly. Good sound and good content. Brahmana koshopi medhaya sahitaha. And my medha may be in the connected to the Brahman. That is the Lord Ishvara or God. Shrutam me gopaya avahanti. So now the wishes of having good cows, having good food, having good water, having a lot of students coming into our course. Brahmachari student. Amayantu brahmacharina swaha, brahmayantu brahmacharina swaha, brahmayantu. Like this, all the sankalpas. So we're talking of the education system where we are inviting the students, like you are attending our course. People are attending the Vedic courses of 12 years, 16 years, 18 years, 22 years in the Gurukulas. Bhor bhuvaswariti va etasti srovya krutaya tasau hastasmait etam chaturdhim mahajamanyat pravedayate mahayiti tad brahma sa atma anganyanya devata bhuriti va iyam lokaha bhuriti va iyam lokaha bhuvarityamtariksham suvaritya saulokaha mahaityadityah adityena Vav sarve lokavahiyante bhuriti va agnihi bhuvariti vayuhu सुवरित्यादित्यः मह इति चन्द्रमा चन्द्रमसा वा सर्वा ज्योतिषं महीयते भूरिति वा ऋचः भुवरिति सामानि सुवरिति यजूंषि मह इति ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मण वा सर्वे वेदा महीयन्ते भूरिति वै प्राणः भुवरित्यपानः सुवरिति व्यानः मह इत्यन्नम् अन्नेन वा सर्वे प्राणा महीयन्ते तावा चतप्रश्चतुर्धाः चतस्रो व्याहृतयः तायो वेद स वेद ब्रह्म सर्वैस्मै देवा बलिमा वहन्ति आपो लोको यजांसि वेदद्वे च. So the second aspect in this section is the what is Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha. Normally in Gayatri Mantra you all know we have Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. So what is Bhu, what is Bhuva, what is Swaha and what is Maha? He is explaining these things. Totally Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. So many syllables, so many bijaksharas are chanted, but now he is explaining what is Bhu, what is Bhuva, what is Swaha, what is Maha. It has got multiple meanings. Important point all of you have to understand is in the Veda every word has multiple meanings. So Bhu has multiple meanings, Bhuva has multiple meanings, Swaha has multiple meanings. So he is explaining some of the meanings. Bhuritya yam lokaha bhuvarit, that is this earth is Bhu. Bhurityam lokaha bhuvarit antariksha, space is Bhuva. Swarit Aditya and the level of sun is Swarloka. So like that in different contexts. Bhuritvayam lokaha bhuvarityantariksham suvaritya saulokaha maharitya aditya adityena sarve loka mahiyante. So Swaha is Aditya, sun, and because of sun all the worlds in this planetary system are being exalted. Mahiyante bhuriti va agnihi bhuvariti vayuhu. Bhu means agni, bhuva is vayu. Maharitya suvariti aditya. This is another repetition. Agni, vayu and aditya. And Mahaiti chandrama. Maha means chandrama. Chandramasava sarva jyotim shimahiyante. So Chandra, we all know that this light is reflected by Chandrama and the light is in Agni, Jyoti and Aditya. And Bhuritiva Richaha Rugveda. Who is Rugveda? Bhuvariti Samani, Bhuvaiti Samaveda. Suvariti Yajunshi, Suvaiti Yajurveda. Mahaiti Brahma. Brahma is all Vedas put together or the Parabrahman is Mahat. Brahmananavaya sarve Veda mahiyante. So by Brahma only all the Vedas are being upheld. Bhuriti vai pranaha, bhuvarityapanaha, suvaritivyanaha, mahayityannam. So prana, apa, vyana. 3 pranas are being told. There are totally 5 pranas. Mahayit annam. Annenava sarve prana mahiyante. All the pranas are sustained only by food. And he who understands all this thoroughly, not like us who are just not able to understand fully. Tayo Veda sa Veda Brahma. He who knows all this, he will know Brahman. Sarvesmai Deva Balima Vahanti Apa Loko Yajumshi Veda Dvecha Sajayesho Antarhridaya Akashah Tasminnayam Purusho Manomaya Amruto Hiranmaya Antarena Taluke Eshas Tanaivarambate Senendriyonihi Yatra Sauke Shante Nivattade Vyahosya Stirshava Kapale Bhurityagno Pratishtari Bhuvariti Vayo Suvarityaditye Mahayati Brahmani Apnoti Swarajyam Apnoti Manasaspatim Vakpatim वाक्पतिश्चक्षुष्पतिः श्रोत्रपतिर्विज्ञानपतिः एतत्तो भवति एतत्ततो भवति आकाशशरीरं ब्रह्मा सत्यात्मप्राणायामं मनानन्दं शान्ति समृद्धम् अमृतम् इति प्राचीनयोग्योपानवायवामृतमेकं च पृथिव्यप्यन्तरिक्षं ज्योतिषवो अंतर्दिशो अग्निर्वायुरादिश्चन्द्रमा नक्षत्राणि आपौषधयो वनस्पतय आकाश आत्मा इत्यादिभूतम्. So in the Veda, there are three levels of meaning: Adhibhautika, Adhidaivika, and Adhya. What is Adhibhautika? What is Adhibhutam? Prithvi, earth, up, all the liquid state waters. Antariksham, the atmosphere, and Dyav, the space. Antardisho, the entire space around us, and the directions, and the 8 directions. And then Agni, then Vayu, then Aditya, Chandrama, Nakshatras. The entire physical universe which you see, including the Apa, all waters, into all rivers and all oceans. Oshadaya, plants, trees. Vanaspataya, Akasha, Atma. And finally Atma. All this put together. Because without Atma, you cannot observe all these things. Self. It is called Adhyatmam. Prano, Vyano. Sorry, it's called Adhibhautikam, Adhibhutam. Now Adhyatmam will be told. The self. Who am I? Prano, the Pancha Pranas. Prano, Vyano, Apana, Udana, Samana, Chakshu, Shrotram, Manova, Tvat, Charmamagam, Snava, Asthimajja, all the Ashtadhatus. We have the bones, we have the muscle, we have the blood, we have the semen, all the marrow, bone marrow, all the dhatus, and then the panchapranas, and then the senses, chakshus, srotram, and including manas. And this is called adhyatmam. Dividhaya Vishiraushadpankam idam sarvam pankeneva pankam srunoti iti sarvametancha Om iti Brahma, Om iti idam sarvam. Now some of the profound declarations of the ultimate truth. Om iti Brahma, Om means Brahman. Om iti idam sarvam. Om is everything. Because Brahman is everything. Sarvam kalvidam Brahma. Om ityedamat adisrutis. Shrutir mahavapyo shravayetya shrawayanti. Om iti samani gayanti. All the Vedic mantras are initiated with Om. And the Samaveda songs start with Om. Om iti shastrani. Om shomiti. Om shomiti shastrani shantanti. Om ityadharyu pratigadam pratikrinati. Om iti brahma prasauti. Om ityagnihotra manujanati. Om iti brahmana prakshyamnaha. Brahmovapnuvaniti. Brahmaivo sapnoti. Brahmaivo sapnoti. Om dasha. So the 10th paragraph is talking of Om. Om is everything. So that's why we always use the syllable Om, the holy syllable. Om Tat Sat, we say. Om, Om, Om. In fact, those who want moksha, particularly all the sannyasis, they have only one mantra is taught to them, that is Om. Simply Pranava Ucharana. Omkaram Bijasam Bindu Samyuktam Sada Jayanti Yoginaha. Kamadam Mokshadam Cheva Omkaraya Namaha. So by Om Upasana itself, you can reach moksha. So Om iti Brahma, Om iti idagam sarvam, Om ityeta Anusruti Asmava Apyo Shravayetya Shrawayanti, Om iti Samani Gayanti, Om Shom iti Shastrani Shasanti, Om iti Advaryu Pratigadam Pratikranati, Om iti Brahma Prasavati, Om iti Agnihotra Manujanati, Om iti Brahmana Prakshannaha Brahmo Apnivani iti Brahmaiva Apnoti. Om Dasha. Rutam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha tapas cha swadhyaya pravachane cha damas cha swadhyaya pravachane cha shamas cha swadhyaya pravachane cha agnayas cha swadhyaya pravachane cha agnihotram cha swadhyaya pravachane cha atidhayas cha swadhyaya pravachane cha manusham cha swadhyaya pravachane cha Praja cha swadhyaya pravachane cha prajanascha swadhyaya pravachane cha prajapatischa swadhyaya pravachane cha satyamiti satyavacharadi tapaiti tapo nityah paurishishtihi swadhyaya pravachane eveti nato ma udgalyah tadhitapas praja cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. So everything in life will come by swadhyaya and pravachana. That is learning and teaching. If these two are not there, nothing will happen. All the activities. Rutam cha. Rutam, what is Rutam? Rutam is the rhythm of universe, the cyclic harmonic motion of planets, stars, all that which is indicated by Nataraja. The dance of Nataraja is nothing but the rhythmic vibrations, right from the atomic subparticles up to the planets and stars and galaxies. This continuous motion is going on. So that continuous harmonious layabadha motion is called Ritam. Same thing is depicted by Nataraja's Natyam. Ritam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Ritam also is through swadhyaya and pravachana achieved. Satyam cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. If you want to know the truth, ultimate truth, Satyam is also through swadhyaya and pravachana. Tapascha swadhyaya pravachane cha. What is tapas? Swadhyaya and pravachana. Damascha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Self-control is swadhyaya and pravachana. Shamascha peace. Swadhyaya pravachane cha. Agnayascha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Agnihotrancha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Tidhayascha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Manushamcha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Praja cha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Prajanascha swadhyaya pravachane cha. Children, childbirth is also through swadhyaya and pravachana. Prajapatischa swadhyaya pravachane cha. Satyamiti satyavacharabhitaraha. Tapaiti tapo nityam paurishishta swadhyaya pravachane eveti. Nado Galihad Hitapa Hitapa Prajaja Swadhyaya Pravachane. Now the Dashamonvakaha is by, this is a statement by Aham Vrikshasya Veriva Kirti Prishtham Gireriva Urdha Pravishro Vajini Swamrutamasmi Dravinagam Suvechanam Mahe Sumedha Mrutokshitaha Iti Tasrajor Ve Iti Trishajor Vedanu Vachanam Maham Chat. I am like a big, huge tree, and my reputation is like a mountain hill. Aham vrikshasya reriva kirti prishtham gireriva urdhva savitro vajini swamrutamasmi dravidam suvarchanam sumedha mrutokshitaha iti Trishankor Vedanu Vachanam. Trishanku made this statement of self realization and assertion after he reached the heavens. Now we'll come to the crucial part, the 11th section of the first chapter of the Taittiriya Upanishad is the convocation address. So till now you must have got something like overhead projection that is too high for you to understand or too complex. But now it will be very easy. This particular Shikshavalli, Ekadasha Anuvakaha, 11th section of the Shikshavalli, the education chapter of Taittiriya Upanishad, is giving the convocation address. The students who finish their studies in the Gurukulas, at the last day, on the last day when they go, they are given this orders, convocation order. Veda Manusa, Veda Manucha Acharyo Antevasina Anushasti. Antevasina means the students who lived there for many years and studied Vedas, and he is going. So the Acharya is giving the final, the last instruction. Satyam Vada, first order, speak truth. In your whole life, speak only truth. Dharmam Chara, follow Dharma. You might have heard these two statements very popularly there. Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara. Swadhyaya Anma Pramadaha. Don't be lazy or complacent about learning process. So you have to go on learning. So you have to go on learning throughout your life. As Ramakrishna Paramahamsa also said, I learned throughout my life till the last breath. So that is what he is being told as an order. Swadhyayanma pramadaha. Don't be complacent or lazy about learning. Acharyaya priyam dhanamahritya prajatantum ma vyavachetsi. You shall give your Guru Dakshina to your teacher and don't allow the lineage of the Prajatantu, that is the your father, your son, your next, you and next, your son, next his son. So this continuity of the family has to be maintained. That is an order. So the reason people get married, why I got married, is only to uphold the lineage. We need the family lineage to continue. Otherwise, no need to get married. You can become all liberated by becoming sannyasis. Satyanna pramaditavyam. That means don't stop the continuity of the lineage. That means you have to produce children. And next, Satyanna pramaditavyam. Don't ever be lazy or complacent about truth. Satya. Dharmanna pramaditavyam. Not about dharma. Kushalanna pramaditavyam. Welfare. Ujjaina pramaditavyam. Progress. Uti is progress. Grandeur, greatness. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyanna pramaditavyam. Don't ever be complacent about learning and teaching also. Because when you teach, you are also learning more. And you are helping others to learn. Deva pitrukaryabhyanna pramaditavyam. Don't ever be complacent or lazy in performing Deva Karyam. That is puja, Devatarchana, Upasana, all these things which we do. And Pitru Karyam also, all the anniversaries of the dead souls of our ancestors. Now, famous statement is from here. A lot of people have used this, but they don't know from where it has come. Matru Devo Bhava. May your mother be your Deva. Pitru Devo Bhava. Acharya Devo Bhava. Atithi Devo Bhava. Yanyanavadhyani Karmani Tani Sevitavyani Noitarani. Yasmagun Sucharitani Tani Tvayopasyani Noitarani. So what you should do in your life, you treat your mother like divine God, father like that, Acharya, teacher like that, and Atithi also, Atithi Devo Bhava, and then you shall perform only actions which have been given as ideal roles like Rama, what he performed. Only those things, the role models, you should simulate and not whatever you like. You cannot do whatever you like. You have to follow what is being told to you, already told to you. Tayopasyani, no itarani, not others. The word other in English is distortion of ether in Sanskrit. No is same. No itarani. Ye chasmat shreyam so brahmana tesham tvayanena prashvasitavyam shraddhayadeyam ashraddhayadeyam shriyadeyam hriyadeyam dhiyadeyam samvidadeyam. Whatever you do, give the charity or brahmanas or the fees which you give to the brahmanas, give it with willingness, happiness. Don't give in an insulting manner whatever you give. Shraddha, shraddhayadeyam, ashraddhaya adeyam, priyadeyam, priyadeyam, dhiyadeyam, samvidadeyam, athayadi tatasma vichitsa va chitta vichiksha va syat yetatra brahmana samvarshinaha yukta ayukta aluksha dharma kamasyu yadha te tatra vattedan tadha tatra vattedha adhakhyatetra brahmana samvarshinaha yukta yukta aluksha dharma kamastu yadha teshu vattedan tadha teshu vattedha. So when situations arise in your life, when you have a doubt what to do, what action you should take, then you study what other Brahmajanis have done in the past. Brahmanas have performed, what action they performed at that particular juncture, similar situation. You follow the same thing, role models, not whatever you like. Yadha teshu vattedan tadha teshu vattedha. As they lived their life, you also live your life. And that is all. This is instruction, convocation address. Esha adeshaha, this is an order. Esha upadeshaha, this is an instruction. Esha Vedopanishad, this is Veda and this is Upanishad. Etad Anushasanam, this is law. Evam upasitavyam, you shall implement this at any cost. Evam upayetad upasyam, this alone is to be followed in your life. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam pramaditavyam. Don't be complacent, don't be lazy in learning and teaching. Taratvayopasyad vichikitsa vapyad steshu vatteran saptava shanno mitra sham varunah shanno bhavacharyama shanna indro bruhaspati shanno vishnu rukramah namo brahmane namaste vayo tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami rutam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tanmava tad vaktaram avida vidmava vidvaktaram. Om shanti shanti shanti. So this Shikshavalli chapter is over of the Taittiriya Upanishad. Now we will go to the next. Some of the most profound declarations on the nature of the ultimate truth, Brahman, are given here. The Anandavalli is the next one. Chamna Siksham Sahano Yaschandasan Bhuyah Prithivyoma Stabhanjayana Manushyana Shanti Shanti Shanti. Anandavalli Dvitiya Adhyaya. Hari Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Prathamanuvakah. Brahma vidapnoti param. This is a very profound statement. He who realizes Brahman, Brahmajnanam, whosoever gets Brahmajnanam, will reach the highest. Brahma vidapnoti param. Taesha satyam jnanamanantam Brahma. So definition of Brahman. What is Brahman or who is Brahman? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Three characteristics. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Truth, knowledge, and infinite. This infinite truth and knowledge is the nature of Brahman by definition. Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam, he who realizes this, and which is hidden in the cave of your own heart. Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman, in the transcendental space. So Ashrute Sarvan Kaman Saha. He who has the Brahma Jnana, realization of Brahman, will achieve all his desires fulfilled. Brahmana vipaschite tasmadva tasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha. How did the creation happen? Cosmology. From Brahman, Atman came Akasha, the subtlest. Akashadvayuhu, Vayoragnihi, Agnerapaha, Abja Prithvi, Prithivyadanam, Annadbhutani. So the entire creation sequence is given from subtle to gross. Prithivya Oshadaya Oshadibhyo Annam Annat Purushaha, Sava Esha Purusho Annarasamayah, Tasyedameva Siraha, Ayam Dakshina Pakshaha, Ayam Uttara Pakshaha, Ayam Atma Idam Viksham Pradishtha. Annad Dvitiyo Anuvak, Annadvai Praja Prajayante Yagamshcha Prithivim Sutaha, Adho Annenaiva Jivanta Devam Attindahannam, Annam Hibhutanam Jeshtham Tasmat Sarvaushadam Uchyate, Sarvam Vaite Annamapniyaddiye Annam Brahmo Bhaste, Annam Hibhutanam Jeshtham Tasmat Sarvaushadam Uchyate, Annad Bhutani Jayante Jatam Yannena Vardhante Adyate Bhutani Tasmadannam Talchyata iti tasmad va tasmad annarasamaya anyontara atma pranamaya te vesha purnaha sava esha purusha vidha eva tasya purusha vidhatam अन्वयं पुरुषविधः तस्य प्राण एव शिरः व्यानो दक्षिणपक्षः अपानोत्तरपक्षः आकाश आत्मा पृथिवी पुच्छं प्रतिष्ठाम् प्राणां देवाप्नुप्राणन्ति. Now we are explaining 5 different levels of existence: the Annamaya, the food, the world of food, and the Pranamaya, and the Manomaya, and the Vijnanamaya, and the Anandamaya. प्राणादेवा अनुप्राणन्ति मनुष्या पशवश्चेत् प्राणो हि भूतानाम् आयुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यते सर्वमेव च आयुज्यन्ति ये प्राणं ब्रह्मोपासते प्राणो हि भूतानाम् आयुः तस्मात् सर्वायुषमुच्यते इति तस्येष एव शारीर आत्मा यः पूर्वस्य तस्माद् वा एतस्मात् प्राणमयात् अन्योन्तर आत्मा मनोमयः तेनैष पूर्णः स वा एष पुरुषविधः एव तस्य पुरुषविधताम् अन्वयं पुरुषविधः तस्य यजुरेव शिरः ऋग्दक्षिणपक्षः सामोत्तरपक्षः आदेश आत्मा अथर्वाङ्गिरसपृच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तस्य एष श्लोको भवति. So Anna level of universe and Prana level of universe have been elaborately explained, and in the Chaturdhanuvakaha of the Anandamaya Anandavalli Yatho Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasa Saha Anandam Brahmano Vidvan na Vibheti Kadachaneti. So the Brahman at the Ananda level is being explained where the words cannot reach. Yato Vacho Nivartante, words come back. And Aprapya Manasa Saha, mind alone, mind also together cannot reach. Anandam Brahmano Vidvan na Vibheti Kadachaneti. So once the Vidwan, the scholar, understands Brahman as Ananda, he is not affected, he is not afraid of anything. Vijnanam yajnam tanute karmani tanute nicha vijnanam deva Brahmajyeshtam upasate vijnanam brahma chatveja tasmat chetna pravadyati Sarire vapno hitva sarvan kaman samashrutaiti tasyesha eva sarira atmaya purvasya tasmad va etasmad vijnanamaya tanyantra atma anandamaya tenaiva purnah tava esha purushavidha esha tasya vidita अन्वयं पुरुषविधः तस्य प्रियमेव शिरः बोधो दक्षिणपक्षः प्रमोद उत्तरपक्षः Ananda Atma Brahma Vicham Pratishtha. Esha Sloko Bhavati. Now the 5 levels, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. So Ananda is highest level, and we'll now at the end we'll come to the Anandavalli. There is discussion between Prabhu and Varuna, and what is the Brahman. Asannev na bhavati asat brahmeti veda chet asti brahmeti chet veda tantamenam tato viduriti tasyesha eva sharir atma ya purvasya dhato anuprashnauta vidva aum logam pretya kaschana gacchati aho vidvaram logam pretya kaschit samasnuta so kamayata bhavusyam prajayayeti. So this is another profound quotation statement. So having created the universe, he entered into the Parameshwara Paramatma. Bahusyam prajayati, let me become many. So I become many. I become all the praja. Bahusyam prajayati satapotatyada satapastapva idam sarvam asrujata. He created this whole universe. Yadidam kinchat sruštva tadeva anupravishat. Having created kinchit sruštva, he created and he penetrated, entered into it so that it is all pervading. Ishavasyamidam sarvam. Tad anupravishya tat satchatcha bhavat satchatyacha bhavat niruktam cha niruktam vilayanam cha nilayanam cha vijnanam cha satyam cha anurukam cha satyam abhavat yadidam kinchat tat satyamityadakshate. So he became everything. So he means not a human being. He is Brahman, we are talking. We can even call it it. Asadvaidamagrasi tato vaiva dayayata tad atma sat swayam akurata tasmat tat srutam uchyata idadet vaitat suttam raso vaisaha. These are another profound quotation. Raso vaisaha. What is his nature? His nature is rasa, that is bliss, ananda. Raso vaisaha. Rasasya anandi bhavati. Having achieved which you become blissful. Okhevachat prajat sa edeva akasha anando chat eshe anandayati tasmin shecha etasmin nadrishye natme na anirukte anilayane abhayam pratishtham vindate atha so vayam gato bhavati yadha etasmin udaramantaram durdeyanis Bhishadva pragastate bhishadeti suryaha. Now under the force of Brahman, everything happens. The laws of nature. The earth is rotating, sun is performing, the oil, all bhishad. Bhisha is fear or force of the law. Bhisha smad vata pavate bhishadeti suryaha bhishad agnischendrasya mrutyurdhavati panchama iti. Even death. Naishanandasya mahimamsa bhavati yasya asish. Yes, yuva syat sadhu yuvadhyayagaha asishto drudhishto balishtaha. So a person who is strong in all aspects and knowledgeable, he will understand this. Tasyayam prithvi sarva vittasya purna syat. Now, there is a gradation of Ananda. The gradation of Ananda will be explained now. What are the different levels of Ananda? Suppose you have a person who is extremely perfect, strong, young, and he is like the entire earth he is able to rule, a big emperor, the entire earth he is under his control. If you take that person as one unit of Ananda, his happiness. Eko manusam anandaha, that is one human Ananda. So 100 times that. Te shatamanusha anandaha, eko manushya gandharvanam anandaha. So the Manushya Gandharvas, that are the musicians who sing, they have 100 times Manushananda. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya, and also a person who knows Shruti and not having any desires is also having similar level. Teye shatamanusya gandharvanam anandah eko deva gandharvanam anandah. 100 times the Manushya Gandharvas ananda is equivalent to one deva gandharva. Manushas, we are all Manushas, then Devatas are there, Devaloka is. So there the Gandharva, the singers, they will get 100 times this person's Ananda. Te shatam deva gandharvanam anandaha. Eka pitrunam chiralokanam anandaha. So in the Pitruloka, one unit of Ananda is 100 times deva gandharvanam ananda. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya. Also, a person who has understood the Shruti, the Vedas and Upanishads, and also has no desires. Te shatam pitrunam cha chiralokanam anandaha sa ekah ajananam devanam anandaha. 100 times the Pitru Ananda is one Devananda. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya te shatam ajananam devanam anandaha sa ekah karma devanam anandaha. Devana Manandaha. 100 times Devana is only Karma Devana. Ye Karmana Devan Vijayanti. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya. Ye shatam Karma Devanam Devanam Anandaha. Sa eko Devanam Anandaha. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya cha. Ye shatam Devanam Anandaha. Sa eko Indrasya Anandaha. Finally, it is Indra who is the highest Ananda. Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya cha, also for a person who is Shrotriyasya and Akama. Te shatam Indrasya Ananda, 100 times Indra. Sa eko Bruhaspate Ananda. The Ananda of Bruhaspati 100 times Ananda of Indra. And also that of Shrotriyasya cha Akamahatasya. Te shatam Bruhaspate Ananda. Sa eko Prajapate Ananda. Prajapati has 100 times Bruhaspati. Sa eko Brahmana Ananda, 100 times is that Brahmas, Prajapati. 100 times Prajapati's Ananda is Brahmasa. Shrotriya Brahmananda we call it. That's Shrotriyasya chaka mahatasya yaschayam purushe sayaschavaditye sa ekaha. That supreme being is only one. Sa evam vit asman lokam precha etan annamayam manusankramati etam pranayam manusankramati etam manomayam manusankramati etam vijnanamayam manusankramati etam anandamayam manusankramati tadeshasoko bhavati yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha anandam brahmana vidvan. That anandam of Brahman is highest 100 like that scale. So that is Brahmanam, where the words cannot reach, mind cannot grasp. Na videti kudaschineti etam vas avava tapati aham sadhuna karvam kim aham papam karmiti sa evam veda vidvan nete atma srudhe ute evaiva ete atma srudhe sa evam veda Upanishad. This is Anandavalli finished. Brahmavidam Brahmavidamaya Prano Vyano Aparakash. So the Adhyat, Adibhavika, Adidevika, Adhyatmika, 3 levels, transcendence, and the 5 levels of Anand, that is Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, 5 levels of existence, transcendence. Now final section or final chapter of this Upanishad for today's completion is the dialogue between Bhrigu and Varuna. Bhrigu was the son of Varuna. Bhrigu by Varunihi. Varunam Pitaram Upasara Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tasmadetu Pravachanam Pranam Chakshusrotram Manovachamitam Ho Vacheto Vaimani Bhutani Jayante Yena Jatani Jivanti Yas Yat Prayasanti Abhivishanti Tad Vijnasasva Tad Brahmeti Tapotapyada Satapstva. Now, Bhrigu Varuna Samvadam. He goes and asks, what is Brahman? By definition, Yatova imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yasmin pravishanti. Brahman is that from which everything in the universe is created, sustained, and dissolved. Evani chejaninchu jagam evani lopala nundu leenamai evani endu dindu parameswarudevaru moola karanam evadu anadi machalayudevaru sarvamudhanayena vaade vanina atmane saranam bhuje. Then that Padyam in Bhagavatam, same thing. That is, and in Brahma Sutras also, Janmarjasya Yataha is the first sutra. Yato va imani bhutani jayante yena jatani jivanti yasmin pravishanti tad Brahma. Brahman is that which is source of creation, sustenance, and dissolution. What is that? He asked. So the father did not give any reply. He simply told him, you go and perform tapasya. You meditate, contemplate. Then he performed sa tapas taptva. He came back. Annam brahmeti vijana. Annam is the Brahman. Because anneneva sakhal vimani bhutani jayante. All beings are born out of Annam. Anneneva jatani jivanti. They live out of Annam. Annam prayantya bhisanti. Finally they merge back into the Annam mud. Tad vijnaya punareva varunam. Pitaram upasasara adhihi bhagavo brahmeti. Taham movaja tapasa brahma vijnasasva. Tapo brahmeti sa tapotapyada sa tapastapva. So Varuna simply replied, I not yes or no. He simply said, tapasa brahma vijnasasva. Perform tapasya to understand what is Brahman. So second round, Prabhu went and performed. Tapas taptva prano brahmeti vyajanat. Prana is Brahman. Prana dveva sarkhal vimani bhutani jayante. Pranena jatani jivanti. Because of prana, all beings are born. Because of prana, all beings are sustained. Prana, they get submerged. Pranam prayatyatesi vimshatiti tad vijnaya punareva varunam pitaram upasasara adhihi bhagavo brahmeti tatho vacha tapasa brahma vijnasasva. Third round, Varuna told Bhrigu, go and perform tapasya. So he performed. Tapo tapva mano brahmeti vijaniyat manasa eva kalvimani bhutani jayanti yen manasya jatani jivanti manah prachya vishanti tad vijnaya tadeva varunam vitaram upasasara adhihi bhagavo brahmeti. Again the fourth round, that is the, what is fourth round? Vijnana. So he performed in the fourth round tapasya and identified that Vijnanam brahmeti vijaniyat. Vijnaneva kalvimani bhutani jayante. Vijnaneva jatani jivanti. Vijnanam tad amritavishanti iti. So again the fifth round, Varuna, the father of Guru, told, perform tapasya. Tapasa brahma vijnasasva. So he went and performed and came out with the reply, Ananda. Anando brahmet vijanat anandadhyeva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti anandam prayatya sasamshanti iti saesha bhargavi varuni vidya. This vidya is Bhargava, that is Bhrigu's derivated vidya, and Varuna is father of Bhrigu. I went to the place where Bhrigu lived and he migrated to Iran through Gujarat, and his son is Shukracharya. Parame Vyoman Pratisthita. This transcendental knowledge is established in the supreme space. Veda Pratisthati. He who understands this will reach enlightenment. Annavanannano bhavati, mahan bhavati. Such a person will become great. Prajaya Pashubhihi. He will have the Parashruti of this Upanishad wisdom. You will have children, you will have animals under you. Brahma Varchasena, you will have the radiance of Brahmajnana. Mahan Kirtya, you'll get great reputation, good name, fame. Annam Nanindya, never condemn food. Tad vratam prano va annam shariram annadam prane shariram pratishtitam sharire prana pratishtitah. In this sharira, the prana is there. Taded annam anne pratishtitam. Say annam, because of annam, the shariram is there. Say etad annam anne pratishtitam. Veda pratishthaja annavan annado bhavati mahan bhavati prajaya pashubhe brahma varchasena mahan kirtya. Annam parichakshita tadvritam apo va annam jyotirannadam apsu jyoti pratishtitam jyotishya pratishtita tadetad annam anne pratishtitam sa etad annam anne pratishtitam sa eva pratishtati Pratishtitam Veda Pratishtari Annavan Annado Bhavati Mahan Bhavati Prajaya Pashubhid Brahma Varchasena Mahan Kirtya Annam Bahuparvita Tad Vratam Prithviva Annam Akosha Akasho Annada Prithvyam Akashaha Akashe Prithvi Pratishtita Tadetavan Annaye Pratishtitam. Finally, everything is in Annam. Etad Annam Anne Pratishtitam Veda Pratishtati Annavannado bhavati mahan bhavati prajaya pashubhi brahma varchasena mahan kirtya. Na kinchana vasatau prachaja kshita tadvratam tasmadhityaya shiva brahma adhadsyan matya kshita dvaim. Now I am concluding this Taittiriya Upanishad. Etamannamayamatmanu upasankramya, having transcended the annamaya self, evam pranamayamatmanu upasankramya, edam manomayamatmanu upasankramya, edam vijnanayamatmanu upasankramya. Just as the universe is in 5 levels, the self is also in 5 levels. And transcendence from one level to the other. Etam anandamayamatmanu upasankramya. Iman lokan kaman kami kamyaropasancharam etat samagayante ha ahamannam 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 ahamannado ahamannadah aham slokakrit ahak ahamasmi pradhamajartasya purvam devebhyo amritasya naabhi Navayam yo madadati sa idama ahamannam dattamatmi aham vishwam bhuvanam abhyavam. I am the universe, I am everything. Suvarna Jyoti ya evam Veda, I am the golden light. Ya evam Veda Upanishad. So to realize that I am everything, I am the universe complete, I am light, golden light. Idi Upanishad. Anachade vidyudmanavan bhavatyeko evam veda ekam cha bhrugustasmai yato vishanti tad vijnasasva tatra yoda shantam pranam mano vijnanam iti vijnaya Tantadavadvadashanandaiti Naishadashannam Nindyat Pranashariramannam Parachakshita Pujyoti Annam Bahuparvita Prithvivyam Akasha Ekadasha Na Kanchanena Shashtirekan Navimshatihi Om Sahanavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the Taittiriya Upanishad is completed. I'm sure it was very complex, but still got some central idea, I hope. Now we can open up for questions.
Thanks, Andy. Dhanyavadamuలు. Shall we take up some questions, interaction with the students?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll start with the questions in the chat box. The first question is it Sikshavali or Sikshavali?
Both are same. Both are same. It is a question of some grammatical Vedic language is slightly different from normal Sanskrit. Normal Sanskrit is our recent one. This is ancient, so it is archaic and slightly different. It is Upanishadic, sir, not Vedic. Both are same.
Okay. Now, other question is, where is Atma located in the body? What is moksha and how is it achieved?
If I ask you the question, where are you located in the body? Atma means not any object, it is yourself. If you think that it is some kind of object outside you, you are mistaken. It is yourself. If I ask you, where are you located in the body? You are located everywhere in the body. And what we are showing is your universal form we have explained. And that realization is moksha. To realize that the yourself is Paramatma is moksha.
Yeah.
Next.
I'll take up next. How do we experience these levels of ananda in our life in this world?
Yeah, that is the whole process of sadhana. So as you progress in sadhana, you will reach one level and next level and so on. So it is not a 1 day, 1 hour class subject. It is a lifetime, several lifetimes subject. You will gradually realize your universal nature. You are Paramatma. And another Upanishad also told about the Aham Brahma. Tomorrow, Mandukya Upanishad will explain the nature of the self in a much more profound manner. So this is a very big, this is Brahma Vidya. So all Vidyas are understandable, but Brahma Vidya is not understandable. That's why we say in Telugu, Devana Brahma Vidya. Ante Mamulu ani Brahma Vidya kavu, idi Brahma Vidya. Idi ఊరికే చెప్తే అర్థమయ్యేది కాదు. అది అనేక జన్మ పుణ్యఫలం వల్ల ఆత్మ సాక్షాత్కారం బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానం వచ్చినప్పుడు మోక్ష. Next.
How different are the hymns of mantras in Vedas and Upanishads? How should we perceive?
So they are quite different. The Gayatri Chandas, Anushtup Chandas, they are all not there here. You have seen it's all prose. Today the Taittiriya Upanishad is all prose. Yesterday the Isavasya was not prose. Some part of it may be prose, some part of it may be poetry. So the swara is also missing here. In Vedas, all mantras having swara compulsory. In Upanishads, there is no swara, but sometimes it is there. You notice at the last I sang like the Samaveda song, long sounds. So some part of it is same as Veda, some part is because it's post Veda in the sequence of time. So the language is quite different from the normal Sanskrit, which you learn in the Sanskrit classes. It is archaic, old Sanskrit, but not as old as Veda, not as old as Vedic ones. In between. Okay, next.
How does one know that one got moksha?
When there is a statement given, Vasanakshaya Manonasha Tatvajnana Vashat Jnana Raksha Tapasiddhi Sarvasamatvam Dukha Nivritti Sukha Vidbhav. This is moksha sequence. When you have no dukkha and you are only anandam in anandam all the time, then you are liberated.
Yeah. Just a minute. Mantra versus shloka. What is the significance? Distinguish.
Yeah, slokas are in all texts except Vedas. So all texts, all hymns in Veda are mantras. They have the swara. Main distinction is swara, the pitch. There are three swaras: udatta, anudatta, swarit. Uchay udatta, niche anudatta, samahara swarita. In all the Vedic mantras, three swaras are there for every character. It's not without swara. And in Samaveda, all the sapta swaras are there. Sari, Gama, Padani, all seven are there. Whereas in slokas, there is no such thing. Slokas are without swara. In Upanishads also, there is no swara. It's prose mostly. That is one main distinction. Second is the origin. Slokas are human origin. They are in the Smriti Granthas, even Bhagavad Gita slokas. Whereas mantras are Apaurishaya. They are Rigvedic mantras or Yajurvedic mantras. Veda is Apaurishaya. Next.
Yeah. What is Mahavakya in Taitra Upanishad? Is it Anando Brahma?
Well, you can take that also, or you can take Satyam Jnanavantam Brahma also. Of course, if you take the four Mahavakyas for four Vedas, there are only four. That is not in necessarily is. So, Sarvam Khalidam Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahma. These are the four Mahavakyas for four Vedas. But Mahavakya means great sentences. So, need not be only four. It can be more than four. Like Prajnanam Brahma. So similarly, Satyam Jnanavantam Brahma is oft quoted definition, and also the Anando Brahma. So Taittiriya Upanishad is one of the prime sources of supreme wisdom.
What is the essence in Shikshavalli and in Taittiriya Upanishad?
Yeah, in Shikshavalli, the essence is the convocation address. What you should do when you go out of your education institute. How you should live your life. That is Snatakam we say. You perform Snatakam in marriage, you remember? So before marriage, Snatakam is performed. What is Snatakam? It's convocation. Unless you finish your education, you are not fit to be married because you are a brahmachari. So brahmachari has finished his education. Brahmachari means student. When he finishes and gets the degree, the convocation address. So this Shikshavalli is the convocation address. The orders given to the students how to live their life, speak truth, follow dharma, and don't stop learning, don't stop teaching, don't stop the Devata Upasana, Pitra, Karma, and so on and so forth. And you shall not stop the lineage, you shall procreate children for continuity of the lineage. Otherwise, everybody will die if no children are born. The entire society will become empty in no time. So this is the most important part, and this is being used in some of the top institutions today in their convocations. Like AAA Hyderabad has used the same thing in their convocation.
Yeah.
Next.
Is it all taught in front of fire at Gurukulas in ancient times?
Yes, usually yes. The Agnihotram is 24 hours continued. Nityagnihotris, they're all Agnihotris, Nityagnihotris. I learned Veda from a great personality, Upa Venkatachalapati Somyaji, who was the head of the Sridevi Veda Vidyalaya at Srisalem, and who is the elder grandfather of the present day Shankaracharya Vidishekhara. So he was a Nityagnihotri. He had 3 Agnihotras, 24 hours is maintained. So all the Gurukulas and Nityagnihotris, and in fact in the Mohenjo-daro Harappa excavations also they found Agnihotra pit in all the houses.
Can you please enlighten why the negation proceeds is followed by Rishi Varuna?
Yeah, negation means Varuna did not negate, he was silent. That means he did not reject the Annam Brahma, Pranam Brahma, Mano Brahma, Vijnana, these are all different levels. But he asked Prabhu to contemplate more, to find higher levels. And he stopped after Ananda. All the 5 levels are valid simultaneously.
Sir, is it possible through yoga to get moksha?
Yes, Yogena Atma Darshanam. That is the definition of yoga. The yoga of sadhana. Yoga is nothing but the tapasya in particular form. Tapasya, tapaswadhyaya ishvara pranidhana kriya yoga. That is the definition. Tapas, swadhyaya and ishvara pranidhana is called kriya yoga, practical yoga. Definitely you will reach moksha. Moksha will come when you have the brahmajnana, atmajnana. When you realize the oneness of the self with this universal self. Jivatma Paramatma Samyoga Eva Yoga. Yogena Atma Darshanam. Next.
How to detach from worldly attachments, especially from near and dear? Is there any specific sadhana for this?
Detach means doesn't mean you fight and you hate and you get disconnected and run away. Of course, if you take sannyasa or you take vanaprastha, then you go to the forest. Those who want to go to the forest, they can go. They don't need my permission. They can just give up everything and go to the forest. Those who want to go today itself, they can go. But provided there is a forest nearby, there is no forest, you cannot go. Only you may get a garden instead of forest. You can go to the garden and come back. Or those who want to join Ramakrishna Math, they can join. But people like me, they wanted to join Ramakrishna Math, but finally they ended up staying near Ramakrishna Math. You can just go and come. So it's up to you. Those who want to go to Himalayas, they can go. Those who want to live in the caves of Gangotri or Gamuk or such places, so Uttarkashi, you can go and live in the caves. Nobody is stopping you. But here the Upanishad has talked of the Nihito Guhaya, cave of your own heart. You have to enter your own heart cave. It is hidden. That Satyasya Apahitam Nihito Guhaya. It is hidden in the cave of your own heart. So that is more difficult. You go to the cave there, after a few minutes you will start feeling cold and you start running away from there. If you go to the forest, within a few minutes you will run away, because if you hear some sounds, some tiger sound or any other sound, you will get scared and you will run away from it. Except in a garden, you cannot live in any other forest for a long time. But those who want to do can do. Some people do. There are people who are living in the points beyond Gangotri. Tapovanam is there. Between Gangotri and Gaumukh, I went there. People are living there. It is -40. It is snowing, ice. People are living there. If you want to live there, you please live. Tapovan Maharshi was living there. Bhagirath, where Bhagirath got the Ganga onto the earth. It's full of ice. I went there, but I couldn't live there. I came running back. So it is more important to enter the cave of your own heart. That I have entered many caves in Himalayas or in Tiruvannamalai, but you come back from there immediately after a few hours or days or weeks. All over the globe, people go to Tiruvannamalai, they go to Himalayas, they go to many spots, but they can go back home after that. Next.
Are Upanishads the subparts of Vedas?
The Upanishad is the 4th part of the Veda. Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishad, 4 parts. This Upanishad is attached to Yajurveda. Yesterday's Upanishad was attached to another Veda. Like everything is attached to one Veda. Next.
We find a lot of mantras chanted in Mahanyas Parayana. Is it from this Upanishad?
No, but Mahanyasam is a great thing. I perform the Upasana Mahanyasam. If you practice Mahanyasam, then you will definitely reach Brahmajnana and Moksha. Mahanyasam is a great thing. It's a compilation of many extracts from various Vedas and Upanishads. And it is a sadhana process. Soham meditation is given there, apart from the explanation of the universal form of the Lord Shiva. Of course, after Mahanyasa, we have Rudrabhishekam, where the Namakam is explaining the universal nature of the Supreme Being in every single item in the universe. And the second part, Chamakam, is a prayer, is a wish assertion. What I want this, I want that, I want everything. So it's a great combination. Mahanyasa and Namakam Chamakam is a great combination to get enlightenment. And not only enlightenment, you can get anything and everything. You can get health, you can get wealth, you can get children, you can get anything you want through Mahanyasa and Rudrabhishekam, Namakam. Next.
Brahmajnana and Atmajnana, please try to distinguish in a brief statement.
Yeah, they converge. Brahmajnanam is the nature of Brahman. Like today, Taittiriya Upanishad has explained Brahman, Satyam Jnanavarantam Brahma, definition. And Vedo Vaimani Bhutan Jayante Yajatan Jivanti Asmin Pravishanti. Brahman is that from which everything came, Brahman is that from which sustained, which everything goes. So, and what is that? So, Prabhu was trying to find out. And Varuna instructed him for tapasya, and he found out 5 levels of Brahman. And finally, he stopped at Ananda. So, now self also is the same, similar path of 5 levels. Actually, I am Atma Brahma, one Mahavakya is there in one of the Upanishads. So, Brahman and self are one and the same. That is the whole central theory, central doctrine. I am Atma Brahma, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. So, that oneness, realization of Brahmatmana Samskriti, that is self-realization. To realize that you are Brahman, not simply speak. To realize that you are Brahman is moksha. Next.
This practice is done with self-realization. Both Atma and Paramatma are same.
No, to realize that. Initially, they are not same. So, are you sure that you are Paramatma? You know this? You don't know. You think I am so and so, so and so, so and so. So, you are only Atma, Jivatma. So, gradually, when you evolve and in Samadhi state or some such extraordinary experience, when you are realizing Aham Brahmasmi, that is self. Not simply speaking, not simply reading.
Yeah, leaving family responsibility, duties, taking sannyasam and getting detachment with all this, can they attain moksha?
So it depends on the person. There are people who were in the Grihastha and died in Grihastha, but they reached moksha. There are such people. My mother was also like that, and her guru and all these people. But it is not easy. It is 1 in million or 1 in billion who will reach that. And of course, it doesn't mean that all those who took sannyasa became liberated. Again, that is an ashrama. It has got its own plus and minus points. So if you become sannyasi, you will definitely be liberated from the bondages of the family life or properties and money and all these things. But then you will have a new set of problems. How to get food? Who will give you food? Where will you stay? So if you are ready to be a beggar and ready to die any second, then you become sannyasi, not otherwise.
Yeah.
You are the Grihastha, you are well protected. Your stay, your food, your everything is well taken care. But it has got its own. So it's a trade-off. So within Grihastha also you can get moksha. Like Janaka was a king, but he was liberated finally by Ashtavakra. I gave a lecture on Ashtavakra Samhita. Next.
If Brahma is present in all beings, then why did Brahma want the Atma to again merge with Paramatma? Why are we having Janmas?
No, that is the whole point. When the Shruti says, or when I say, or when you say that Brahman is in everything, you are only saying it. You are not realizing. Realizing is different from saying. It is like explaining the sunlight to a blind man. To a blind man, you want to explain how sunlight is there. How are you going to explain? You can give so many explanations, but he will not understand unless he actually sees. So unless you get the self-realization experience, you cannot understand any of these statements. Completeness. You may get some inkling by hearing so many times Shravanam, Mananam, and remembering again and again, and Nididhyasana, contemplating again and again. You may get some deeper and deeper insights. But finally, when you get your own realization, then that is the time at which you are enlightened. That's called enlightenment or self-realization. Brahma Sakshatkaram or Atma Sakshatkaram, all these words are given of that realization of your own discovery, of your own experience of that level of truth. Till then it will remain theoretical, or maybe may not be like that. So that's why you are in this world, you are getting so many janmas. You are in this life itself, you got so many janmas. I was Director General of an organization of 20,000 people. Today I am not. So I have taken a new life now. So similarly, before that, another life. So many lives we have seen in this life, it's not to speak of next lives. So to know who I am not any one of these, but I am the Brahman. To realize that is moksha. Next.
Yeah, I think this is a repeat question. I am fully stuck in family samsara. Going to forest Himalaya is not an option. What is the practical sadhana for moksha?
Yeah, practical sadhana for moksha is you follow the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, understand Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, the 3 steps. You will get moksha, either this life or next life or so. Don't worry when it will come. Whenever it comes, let it come. But you go the right path. When you go in the right path, you will definitely reach the destination.
What is moksha? Is it liberation of soul forever or going to Sargaloka?
No. Sargaloka is not moksha. Sargaloka is just a happy state of soul. Tana santoshame swargamu, tana dukkhame narakam. So moksha is liberation. That is different stages. One is the videha mukti. When you die, you will not be born again. That is moksha. And that is jivan mukti. When you are alive, you get moksha. You are already liberated, like Ramana Maharshi, Ramkrishna, like that. You can be liberated when you are alive also. Then when you die, automatically you get moksha. So, moksha jnana is what is required. And moksha jnana is coming out of Brahmajnana. So, that is Brahma Vidya. And that is the Shruti. Shruti is Bhagavad Gita, is the major Shruti. Shruti is the Upanishad for Brahmajnana. And Veda, of course, is the source of Upanishad Jnana also, in addition to own experience. So, an important point is all the Upanishads are a combination of 2 things. One is the own experience of the Rishi involved in the Upanishad. The other is the derivation of the mystic, unknown spiritual insights from the Vedic statements. Like, for example, if you take the Purusha Sukta, Purushaya Vedagam Sarvam, it says, this is nothing but Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Yad Bhutam Yacha Bhavyam Utamritatsvasyeshanaha Yanannena Tirohati Etavadasya Mahima. So this whole universe is the Mahima, Leela of the Supreme Being. So the Veda gives a flow, it's like a river flow giving profound truths. And Upanishads are catching some of them and focusing on them specifically.
Out of the 3 steps is Sravanam, Mananam. Out of the 3 steps is Sravanam, Mananam.
Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana.
Which is most and quick to achieve moksha prapti?
No. All the three are in sequence. You cannot get Nidid Manana without Shravana. You have never heard, you never read anything. How can you do repetition? Mananam. And if you have not done repetition, how can you get deep contemplation? Nididhyasana. One after the other, they will follow. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Well, finally, you will get your own Atma Sakshatkar. It is not to be given by the name or time or sequence. It is by your own, in fact, your own fate or karma and also Ishvara Anugraha. But after the Avadhuta Gita starts saying that Ishvara Anugraha Deva Punsam Advaita Vasana, even the Vasana of Advaita will come only if you have the Ishvara Anugraha.
If Upanishads are the summary of or essence of the Vedas, then is it sufficient to only focus on Upanishads?
Yes, because it's not possible for you to study Vedas practically now. You have to study from childhood. You should have joined a Gurukulam instead of joining a English medium convent school. So you cannot study Vedas now. It is not possible. We are only coming to know about Veda. We are not studying Vedas now. Krishna Murari Tripathi has studied Vedas since he didn't go to English medium convent school. So it's a question of what you have opportunity. So studying the Upanishads and understanding, and same thing is told in Bhagavad Gita, more simplified way. So that's why Bhagavad Gita becomes very important. We will be covering Bhagavad Gita after this course of Upanishads. Tomorrow it is ending. Next we go to Bhagavad Darshanas and It's next.
I think. According to autobiography of Yogi, Kriya Yoga is the fastest way of moksha. Any comment, please?
No. The word Kriya Yoga is used in Patanjali Yoga Darshana. Tapaswadhyayesvara pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga is used as a practical yoga comprising of tapas, swadhyaya and Isvara pranidhana. Whereas these people, the self-realization fellowship, that is a brand. Like Divya brand of Atta by Ramdev doesn't become divine just because he kept that name. So they just use that word Kriya as a brand of the yoga version which they teach. They will teach again pranayama, they will teach again meditation in their own parampara. So different guru paramparas are there. They're all different brands, but the subject is the same. Next.
I think the end of questions.
Okay, thank you, Chala Chettibabu garu, and thanks. And anybody wants to ask directly? Any question? I think no hands raised. So what we do is that we will. Thank you, sir. Thank you, CSR Prabhu garu. Now we will go for Prarthana. Request Satyaji.
Sure. Om Swastit Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Maheshaha Gobrahmanebhyas Subhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Shobharahito Brahmanas Santu Nirbhayaha Aputra Putrinas Santu Putrinas Santu Pautrinaha Adhana Sadhana Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayanma Pramadaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pasyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Swasti.
Dhanyavadam. Now let us recite Janagana Mana.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय
Jai
हे
Hind.